Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe. It's tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi there, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart, guys. This is your week ahead reading. We're looking at the 15th to the 21st of June 2020. For the reading this week, guys, we are using the Dark Mansion Tarot. I haven't used this in a minute. For a long time this hasn't been used. I love this deck so much, and it's actually the deck that I use to take all my thumbnails for the videos a lot of the time. So I've got two of these, one of the regular, this is the regular, and I've also got the large version. Really in love with this deck, so I thought, yeah, let's get this one out. So yeah, we're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot. And we're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot. I think we're going to use that for the career reading. We'll use this for the career reading. We're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Usually I would use this as my private study deck, actually. But I was using it yesterday evening, and I really love just the imagery, so I thought I'd just use it for the YouTube reading. So we're going to use this one for your general reading. So we're looking at general with the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and we're looking at your career reading with the Dark Mansion Tarot. And for your love reading, we're going to use probably my favourite deck of all, besides this one, close to the Dark Mansion Tarot, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. I'm using my trimmed deck as well, the deck that I trimmed and edged myself, so I'm going to use this one for the love reading. And finally, for your spiritual advice, we are using the Crazy Sexy Love Notes, which I just started using, I think, last week. I really love it, by Chris Carr. Finally, I forgot to mention, if we want to clarify anything, I'm using my miniature Bohemian Tarot. You get this from, oh God, I can't even remember the site that I get this from, but it's such a good deck. It's an indie deck, really beautiful. So we're going to use that as a miniature, all right? Okay, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi, Aries. Welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. We're doing the 15th to the 31st, not 31st, I keep getting it wrong, 15th to the 21st of June 2020. We're looking at your general, your career, and your love. All right, let's make a start. So, Aries, we've got the cards down. Let's just get it a bit more neater on the table. There we go. Got the cards down. Let's have a look at what the universe wants to tell you. So generally, it's about the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is often about your money, your finances, your home, for example. Luxury is the Nine of Coins energy. The Gilded Cage can be the Nine of Coins energy. Making money from home, or running your own business, or being self-sufficient, independent. So let's have a look at the next one. Some of you guys, I see there may be a property change I'm getting here. Could be a job change or a property change is on the horizon for some of you guys. And also the Eight of Cups is abandoning that 9 as well. So there's an abandonment of something there. So there could be things like a property move perhaps, because that can be a property move, 9 of Coins. Or if you work for yourself, maybe you're abandoning doing that with the 9 of Coins and the 8 of Cups energy. But also the 9 of Coins is all about materialism as well. It's about our love of the luxuries in life. So some of you guys may be abandoning, and also not just abandoning the luxuries that you have. So probably, you're not buying as much, that type of thing. But it also might be that if you've lived in the Gilded Cage for a while, I know that we're underneath this, this lockdown type thing, but if you've lived in the Gilded Cage, you've been isolated as well with the 9 of Coins. You could see that isolation may be being removed, maybe with the 8 of Cups energy. 8 of Cups, I'm actually seeing new love. Some of you guys are looking for new love now. You're tired probably of being that 9 of Coins, being single. And I'm getting that you're looking for new love, because the 8 of Cups is on a quest. He's searching for something, and the 8 of Cups is love. Not all the time, but it is. You can read it as love, obviously. It is a love card. So searching for love, abandoning, kind of being on one's own. Let's have a look at the next one. However, we've got some form of disappointment, 5 of Cups energy, 6 of Cups. So turning the... So, I think that some of you guys may be I think the message is, Aries, that if you've been feeling kind of sad, because another card that often focuses on what's being lost is the Five of Cups. There's, you know, there's other options behind this individual, but he tends not to see those things because he's so immersed in his own hurt, his own sadness. And I think that really with these Five of Cups, it's saying, look, some of you guys have been really kind of embroiled in your own sadness, and it's concerning a past love, I think, with the Six of Cups. I think some of you guys had a soulmate and you lost the soulmate. It went, that person left, or you left them, and you've been really hurt and cut up by that. And you've been kind of been stuck in the past with that Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. However, I think that some of you guys are probably getting tired of this, and the universe is saying, the general advice message is, it's time now to leave this behind. It's time now. Some of you guys have really isolated yourself as well with the Nine of Pentacles from getting involved with anybody else because you're still being stuck in the past. You've still been crying and mourning over a lost love. But I think the universe is saying it's time now to let this go. It's time now to come out of your hibernation with this Nine of Coins energy, and it's time now to start seeking out new love. So that's the advice for your general reading. Let's have a look at the work reading. We've got the Strength card. So strength is all about having confidence and inner strength and inner belief, self-control with the Strength energy, overcoming obstacles with Strength. Mastership is the Strength energy. The Lovers, okay, so there's a choice. Often when I see a Lovers card and it's got, I don't always read the Lovers as choice, it depends what the picture shows to me. If I get a card like this, where he's obviously needing to choose between this energy here. This can also be jealousy as well, the Lovers as well. So maybe you're dealing with some strong jealousy within the workplace as well, because strength is something that is strong, and the Lovers, to me, this doesn't even look like choice. It looks like jealousy. Look at the girl and how she looks at these two. So it may be some of you guys are dealing with some very strong competitors, for example. Lovers can also mean attraction. It can also in a work reading mean agreement and contract, but this looks like it's jealousy to me. Let's have a look at the other cards. Six of Swords. There's a shift here. Departure. Okay. I think that maybe some of you guys, it just feels like to me you've been dealing with some very strong jealousy within the work that you do, because this reminds me of jealousy, the way that the card looks, the way that the illustration looks. It looks like jealousy. I don't even think it's, I mean, it might be that with the Strength card, we can read it a couple of ways. I think for some of you guys, you may have been dealing with some strong jealousy within the workplace. I think that it's beginning to ease, it's beginning to shift. For some of you guys, it might be that you need to have the strength. Perhaps there's a need to make a decision here, whether you're going to move on to something else. So maybe there is a need to have confidence in the decisions that you make as well. Strength is having the confidence and the conviction of your decisions. Maybe there's something about having strength, belief in a decision that you're making in terms of moving on. Six of Swords energy showing here. I do feel that there is a lot of worry here with the Nine of Swords energy showing here. Let's have a look at the next one. The Four of Swords energy. I think there's a lot of worry about resigning or from a job or withdrawing from a job. Four of Swords is resigning or withdrawing. Okay, so I'm going to read it this way. In terms of work, Aries, I think that for some of you guys, there has been some very strong jealousy within a job that you've been in. And I do feel that some of you guys have been contemplating, considering leaving that job with the Six of Swords. And there is some worries here. I also feel for some of you guys that you need to have the strength to make a decision here, because this decision may involve moving on from something that you love. Okay, so you could be moving on again, Six of Swords, and we can double up that Lovers from something that you love. Again, there may be worries here about resigning from somewhere or withdrawing from a job, for example, showing here. I'm going to clarify and ask what it is that you need to do in this situation for both scenarios. What does Aries need to do about this? What does Aries need to do about this situation in two cards? So we've got, sorry, that's the wrong way around. We've got the King of Swords. I think that you need to stand in your power, and I think that you need to just look at the situation for what it is in a very clear way. The King of Swords is somebody who is powerful and they're in authority. So really it's about looking at the facts for what they are. Being the King of Swords who looks at the facts, he's like a legal representative. So look at the facts for what they are and make a definitive decision from there with the King of Swords energy showing here. And then you've got the Three of Wands energy. I think that you need to make a definitive decision with the King of Swords. Look at the facts for what they are with the King of Swords energy. Make a definitive decision, probably to expand your horizons with that Three of Wands energy. All right. So I think that you really need to, be courageous as well. Kings are courageous people, but also they're knowledgeable. And the King of Swords is always going to look at the facts. All right. So look at the facts of the matter before you expand your horizons. So before you start launching into something new, look at the facts for what they are. What are the facts in this situation? What's happening here? Because some of you guys are worried about withdrawing from a job, whether there's jealousy involved or whether you have to make a really, important decision, because strength is all about importance and strength and belief and inner confidence. So some of you guys need the confidence here. All right, need the confidence. So in work, some of you guys need confidence. You need the strength, with the strength energy here, to make a decision. It's about moving on from a job here, but there are worries about resigning. Okay, there are worries about resigning. I'm going to get why there are worries about leaving this job. Why are there worries for Aries about leaving this job in 2 cards? Why? Because the Emperor, I think that you're in a very top position here with the Emperor. Some of you guys are in a really top position. Some of you guys might run your own business with the Emperor. The Emperor is the top. He's higher than the King, right? So with the Emperor, you're in full control. So it looks to me like you're in a really big position. Some of you guys are, with the Emperor energy showing here. But I feel that with the 5 of Wands energy, there's a lot of kind of competitiveness, or there's a lot of arguments, or there's a lot of clashes that you're going through. So it's almost like, as well, if you're in a really big position, it may be that in terms of making decisions, Aries, in your particular line of work, it might be that you come against confrontation, or you come against people who are trying to block your, position, or block your ability, your leadership, because the reason why you're worried about resigning is because you are in a leadership position. But I think that you're coming up against an uprising here as well. People are rising up against you, perhaps, because the 5 of Wands, if you think about history, emperors and kings would be leaders, but the 5 of Wands would be kind of like, the community. There'd be the proletariat. There'd be the people that were like, kill the king, take the king down, they'd be trying to depose the king, or they'd be trying to depose the emperor. Think about things like, I think it's Nicholas, Tsar of Russia, what do they call them now? The Romanovs? I think they were called the Romanovs. The Romanovs. I was watching a really good documentary the other day. It was huge. It was about 8 episodes long. The other night, settled down, lovely glass of Malibu and lemonade and some cheesy kind of crackers. Sorry, I'm telling you all this. You're probably thinking, get stuffed, Carol, and get on with it. Sorry. But I did. I settled down with some cheese crackers and a glass of Malibu and lemonade, and I started watching this. It's on YouTube, this 8-part series on the Romanovs, and just the history of the Russian Empire. Going back to the first Romanovs and then working its way up to the last of them, which was, I think it was Nicholas, Tsar of Russia, and his family. 4 girls, 1 boy. The boy was a haemophiliac, and they all got killed in the end. And it was all about the uprising against them, and not wanting there to be kind of this, I don't know whether we call it a totalitarian state, but there was something about not wanting royalty and really deposing, because a lot of royal families around the world have been deposed. We have one in the UK. I'm not going to say too much about that. But yeah, we've got one in the UK. This is all about deposing the emperor. So some of you guys, you're the emperor. You're in the places. And actually, yeah, Aries, that's you, isn't it? That's your major arcana, so that's you. But I think that some of you guys, in terms of your leadership, you're facing a lot of challenges in terms of leadership, either from competitors, or you're facing challenges from people that don't want you to be in this position. They're trying to take you down. They're trying to depose you. They're trying to undercut you, that type of thing. And I think that some of you guys, and it could be down for some of you guys to jealousy within the Lover's energy, okay? And you're facing a lot of strong jealousy here. And some of you guys are kind of considering, do I move on? But I'm worried about withdrawing because I'm the ruler of my own ship here. I'm in charge. But I'm facing a lot of clashes here. And so the universe says, well, look, what you need to do is you need to look at the facts of the situation. Look at what facts for what they are before you think about maybe launching into something new or expanding your horizons somewhere else. Finally, in terms of your love life, Aries, what have we got? Right, I hope I've put these the right way around. No, I haven't. Why do I do this? No, I have. They're reversed. Okay, I thought that they were the wrong way around. I was like, oh man, not again. Right, the Two of Coins in the reverse. Two of Coins in the reverse is where we're dropping something. Some of you guys might have had a couple of people, because the Two of Coins in the upright is juggling multiple relationships. So some of you guys, I'm seeing you being juggling multiple relationships, but you're probably looking, so you've been on the dating scene probably, and I'm getting the impression that you're looking to drop one person here. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Coins energy. So Four of Coins in the reverse. I see you opening, so dropping someone here, letting go of someone here. So maybe you're dropping someone that you've been holding on to for far too long with the Four of Coins in the reverse, or you're opening, or you're lowering your boundaries or taking your guard down. Four of Coins energy. Yeah, I think that you're opening yourself up to a new opportunity here, because the Four of Coins reverse is to lower those boundaries. Fool is to open yourself. There's a new opportunity here. I feel with the Two of Coins in the reverse, you've been dating around. You've probably been afraid to commit a little bit here, Aries. And I'm getting that you're dropping someone here and you're opening yourself up to new opportunity with the Fool energy showing here. Judgment. But I do feel that this transformation, because we've got the new beginning and the rebirth card of Judgment. There's a call to action here as well with Judgment energy. The Hermit. So I feel a transformation. You're transforming. You're being called to transform from this energy here. If you look at where she's looking, she looks like she's saying goodbye, not just to this life here, but also to the Hermit life here. So I'm seeing a transformation. You're changed. There's a change from this Hermit status. Some of you guys have been a hermit. Some of you guys have been like single and not willing to engage in relationships. That might be why you've been kind of just maybe dating around a little bit, not having any serious relationships. But I see that you will be dropping someone. One of these people you'll be dropping. Open your heart now. Open yourself up to a new relationship with someone. There's a transformation coming in. You've been single for a while maybe, but there's a transformation coming. Okay, let's finally look at your let's quickly do a recap of the reading, and then we're going to quickly do the advice card. So firstly, Aries, in your general, and this could definitely kind of connect in with this energy here, all right? Because we've got in the love area that I think that you've been on your own for quite a while as the Hermit, but there is a change, a transformation. So the Hermit is a number 9, and he is close to Judgment. So if you think about Hermit being an old person, when you get Judgment, this person's probably passed over. So what I'm getting here is that some of you guys, and it could be, maybe you've had somebody that died, some of you guys. Maybe you had someone that died, and maybe finally here with the Two of Coins energy and the Four of Coins in the reverse, you're dropping these boundaries here, and something you've been holding on to, and you're entering into a new phase. And then for some of you guys, it's a case of you've been on your own for a while, but there's a transformation happening with the Judgment card. You might have been dating around, but you're willing to drop one of these people because you're opening yourself up probably to somebody new, showing here, okay? And I think that this factors into the general, where it's saying that some of you guys have been mourning with the Five of Cups energy the past. But I think the universe is advising you it's now time to come out of this kind of isolation period with the Nine of Coins and to start looking for new love, okay? So I think those factor into each other. Finally, in terms of your career, well, some of you guys have faced strong jealousy. You're kind of trying to make a decision whether you should move away from this, but you're worried about kind of withdrawing from your job, or you're needing to have the strength to make a decision. That decision probably is to move away from a job, but you are worried about having to withdraw from the work. And the reason that you're worried about withdrawing from the work is because you're a leader in that work. You're in a really good position. You either own your own business, or you're somebody who's actually, you know, at the top of their tree. You can't go much higher than an emperor in a job, or a hierophant, either one of those. So you're really at the top of your tree within your job, but you're facing, I think, with the Five of Wands energy, competitors, jealousy, or just people that want to bring you down. They don't want you in the position here. These could even be board members, the Five of Wands. So you may be the leader of the job, or the leader of the team, or the leader, you know, the boss, the big boss, but you may be facing, you know, your board trying to take you down, you know, trying to get rid of you, that type of thing. But before you do anything, and how you deal with this, I think, Aries, is look at the facts with the King of Swords before launching into something new. Let's quickly have a look at what the spiritual advice is. It says, celebrate your love. Now, because I think that some of you guys are single on this, I'm just going to read not the top bit, I mean, we could say, yeah, let's read all of it. So when we cherish our beloved, the bond grows stronger. We create deeper levels of trust, intimacy, and friendship. It's not all too easy to get comfortable and put your relationship on cruise control, so spice it up instead. Do something special and spontaneous, and if you're currently looking for your soulmate, take yourself out, which is what this is here. Can you see that? It's telling you to come out of your comfort zone. The Nine of Coins is the Gilded Cage. It's the comfort zone. Start looking for new love here. You've been mourning Five of Cups of past love for too long. Okay. So yeah, it's all too easy to get comfortable and put your relationship on cruise control. So spice it up instead. So do something special and spontaneous. And if you're currently looking for your soulmate, take yourself out for a fun date. The happier and more connected you are to yourself, the more attractive you will be to others. Wow, fantastic. All right, that's your reading, Aries, for the week. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section below. Go straight through to my website or the end screen. That's the reading done. Love you guys very much. Have a great week, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.